Mom was covered in wounds, pushing herself through the storm as she slowly crawled back. She struggled across the thick snow, and only stopped when she finally reached the entrance of our den. I caught her familiar scent, and I happily rushed out wanting to nuzzle her, but the next moment I froze. Mom was lying there barely holding on. She saw that I was safe as if relieved, and then she slowly closed her eyes. I thought she was just sleeping, so I moved closer and gently licked her fur, hoping she would get up and play with me, but Mom didn't respond at all. I didn't know what to do, so I leaned against her, quietly waiting for her to wake up. I don't know how long passed. Snow started falling in the mountains. The cold wind woke me. I opened my eyes and saw Mom already covered in ice and snow, her body cold and still like a stone. And in that moment I finally understood. Mom was never going to wake up again. I felt sad and scared and lost. I wanted to cry but no sound came out, so I lifted my head toward the sky and howled, letting all the hurt spill out. But Mom was gone, and I couldn't find the pack. The whole world felt strange and frightening. Then a distant, unfamiliar howl echoed. I gathered my courage and left Mom's cold body, following the sound wherever it led. I climbed to a high spot and saw a few adult wild wolves in the distance, playing and chasing each other. I panicked, hoping they could protect me, so I rushed down the slope, but the snow grew deeper under my feet, each step sinking unevenly, and I couldn't keep up with those strong wolves. I could only watch them run farther and farther away. The ice field fell silent again, leaving only me wandering around alone. I was cold and hungry. I couldn't stop, so I kept walking without direction. I reached the lake hoping for a drink, but my legs were too short, and I couldn't get close enough. A human boy on the other side saw how silly I looked, and even whistled at me. I flinched in fear, and ran off immediately. Later I found a small stream, and to my surprise a big fish was stuck in the shallows. I carefully approached, but the fish suddenly thrashed around, startling me completely. Mom used to catch fish and bring them home, and I had no idea how to handle one myself. I could only watch it slip away, so I sipped some fishy water. To ease my hunger a little, I crawled back into the woods, hoping I might get lucky. I spotted a few mice, but they darted into their holes instantly. I dug for a long time but couldn't reach them. I was frustrated, regretting that I never learned to hunt properly. Hungry and anxious, I chewed on a couple of twigs to vent, but twigs couldn't fill my stomach, so I kept wandering, and then I noticed a rabbit hanging from a branch ahead. He rushed over excited, but the rabbit was too high, and no matter how I jumped I couldn't reach it. I refused to give up, stood up and tried again, but I stepped into a trap without realizing. The rope tightened instantly, and I was pulled up into the air, swaying helplessly. A chief heard the noise and came over. I had never seen so many people, and fear made me freeze. The chief walked up to me, gently opened my mouth to check, and told his companions that with some training, I could become a great working dog. Then he lifted me onto a sled, and brought me back to the tribe.